The blueprint is that 4-hour radius, though. Why isn't it a 5-hour radius or a 3-hour radius? Why 4?
Yeah, it would just, if you look at when Bowling Green has won, when they've won the championship, it's the foundation's been in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Pennsylvania, a little bit in Illinois, and we're following that blueprint. 75% of the roster has got to be from that area. The Toledo game becomes really, really important whenever. I mean, there's 2 games that I grew up watching whenever I was a kid: the Ohio State-Michigan game, living in Barberton, Ohio, and the Bowling Green-Toledo game. And once you venture out that 4-hour radius, you don't understand how important that game is. And that doesn't mean that we're not going to recruit kids from the South. We're still going to go get some legs, and I don't care where the arm comes from. The arm can come from East Indonesia for all I care. But we want to make sure that we make an emphasis of getting the Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Pennsylvania kid.
Yeah. You know what you're up against in recruiting-wise. I don't know if you just saw LSU's locker room come out, what that looks like. And you were a Michigan man. You went to Michigan. You know you're up against recruiting departments in the Power 5 schools, if you even want to call it that. What is the thing that you say to these athletes when they're on your campus to sway them from those big-time schools?
Yeah, the thing that the number one component to our business plan of getting it done was you have to hire a great staff, and we have. Whenever you're able to bring an athlete on our staff, a really good player wants to know, how are you going to get me better? They're not worried about the photo shoot. They're not worried about this. They want to know, how can you get me academically better, and how can you make me a great football player? And whenever they walk into our coaching staff's meeting rooms and they're able to sit down, they get a real quick understanding really fast that these guys can train me and make me a really, really good player.
You told me a few months ago, you look at your staff and all you need is Lloyd Carr at the head of the table.
Yeah.
Why did you gravitate towards the staff that you were with in Ann Arbor and bring them here to Bowling Green?
A lot of it has to do with alignment. We know the standards, we know the expectations, we know how business is supposed to be done. We're not going to cheat, we're not going to waver from our integrity, but we're going to find a way to get it done. And a lot of people on our staff comes from Lloyd's tree. There's people that come from Urban's tree, people that come from Coach Adazio's tree. And really, whenever you look at it, our trees are from Ohio State and Michigan. And it's 2 best programs in the United States of America, however you skin it. So the business plan, the model, comes directly from Woody Hayes and Bo Schembechler.
And you mentioned one of the philosophies of your team is team, team, team. That's first. It kind of is a shortened version of the team, the team, the team. How much are you taking from your Michigan days into every stop you've made before Bowling Green?
Yeah, the thing that's really cool is having the ability to work for Lloyd, Urban, Coach Beamer, and I've worked for some other great people, Rod Marinelli, Gene Chizik, Steve Adazio. They're all great. I mean, really, really good football coaches. But you know, the 3 that everyone talks about is the 3 that are in the College Football Hall of Fame. Urban will be. And they're all different, but they all had the same standards, expectations, and got people to do what needed to be done to be super successful on and off the field. So going from a Lloyd Carr to an Urban Meyer, they did things differently, but at the end of the day, they got the same exact results, and they had characteristics that were very similar.